Good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas to you all. Well, if you live in the Anglosphere, that is. Otherwise, I guess you'll have to wait one more day. Because it is the 24th of December, Christmas Eve. The Dutch don't celebrate. No, we usually celebrate it in some way. I'll be eating dinner with my parents and my girlfriend tonight. 24th. Wait, is it the 25th already over there? I don't know, man. Anyway, there are 2 more days left in the Advent of Code Advent calendar. So it's half past midnight there. Yeah, I always forget if you're 12 hours ahead or behind. It usually doesn't matter. So, I heard today is another game of life-esque thing. I just hope I won't spend as much time on it today. I assume I should actually send a text message there. I'll be picked up in about 4 hours. So that's about the time I have. Double check. More crabs? I'm a bit lonely if we just keep playing crabs all day. Now, I'm just quickly gonna turn this off to send a message to my mother. She'll pick me up, probably. And if this loads, I also need to grab my phone. I don't want to do that. Hi, Mother Nitro. She won't. That'll be a bit awkward. Nitro, come down. Where I'm programming, Mom. You can come up and help me. Come on. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna grab my phone. The browser WhatsApp has issues sometimes. Let's see. Should be more used than. Oh, than your chat. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, here we go. Let's see. There we go. Well, I assume she's gonna pick me up. Yeah. All right. I think it is time to go. As in time to start. Display capture. Didn't even have to turn it off. You can't walk through the COVID infested street to get there. We finally arrived at the tropical island. It turns out that the small crab was an excellent navigator. You make your way to the resort. As you enter the lobby, you discover a small problem. The fourth floor is being renovated. You can't even reach the check-in desk until I've finished installing the new tile floor. Oh, the tiles are all hexagonal. They need to be arranged in a hex grid with this very specific color pattern. Not in the mood to wait, you offer to help out to figure out the specific pattern. They're all white on one and black on the other color. They start with the white side facing up. The lobby is large enough to fit whatever pattern might need to appear there. A member of the renovation crew gives you a list of the tiles that need to be flipped over. Each line on the list identifies a single tile that needs to be flipped by giving a series of steps, starting from a reference tile. Because the tiles are hexagonal, every single one has 6 neighbors. This is exactly like an issue from 2017. A tile is identified by a series of these directions with no delimiters. Oh. Are they always... They're all unique, right? Oh, that's a bit annoying. Each time a tile is identified, it flips from white to black or from black to white. See, tiles probably flip more than once, and like ESEW immediately flips to reference line tile. And the line like north, west, west, south, west, east, east flips the reference tile itself. Here's a larger example. Exactly 10 tiles are flipped once and 5 more are flipped twice. After all of these instructions have been followed, a total of 10 tiles are black. Which tiles I need to flip? All of the instructions have been followed. How many tiles are left with the black side up? Okay. Yeah, so this will be linear, so there'll be like a few in these minus a few in the other ones. All of them will be black. That's. I have written something very much like this for 2017, so I'm quickly gonna grab that because I am 100% sure I can just reuse most of the code. But which day was it? Was it 12? Because there was an issue that was very much like this. No, that's not the one. Was it 11? Yeah. And with the copy paste code win in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's what the fast people do. So I'm just gonna quickly copy the code I have. This was only part 2. I did part 1 in Notepad. So, yeah. So this was simply something about getting like the maximum distance that you've ever been. So this basically what it does is it moves your position properly. And there are 3 variables here. You can do it with 2. There's the sites, which the parsing will be more complicated because I need to check the next 2 characters and see if they match. Because there's like a hex-based pathfinding is what I used. There's this, here we go. Hey, Red Blob Games, exactly. Exactly, it's what I used a few years ago for something else as well. And I use this system. Since it's very easy to see what you need to switch and what you shouldn't. It's not needed, you only need 2 variables. Because there's this constraint. However, this will work in that case. So this will be done slightly different. So we no longer need this. I'll just comment it out. How can you tell the difference between a north and east and northeast move? Because here, because you don't. So you have. There's no north. It's a hex grid. It's aligned. That's a bit annoying. They don't show you how it's aligned here, but I can actually go to the 2017 day and show you how it's aligned. See, this is how it's aligned, just slightly different. So now we have an east and a west instead of a north and a south, and that's why. So it's aligned with the point. Yes, exactly. It's aligned with the pointer north. So you always know the first character is going to be an E, an S, a W, or an N. And then you just need to check the next character as well. Because you know that if it's if it's an S, you know you need to get the next character as well. And if it's an E and W, you're done. The sub badge is gone. No, it should reappear. They disappear every once in a while. It's a bit weird. So the parsing isn't very complicated, just annoying. So what I can do there is, so we do a while get line input comma x, and then we have a new position. Why are you complaining about? Get line input. Oh, yeah. I really dislike that it's not indicative if you have actually the wrong arguments or a wrongly spelled function name. It's a bit annoying in Visual Studio. Visual Studio. I should really switch the code. So now I just need to get this proper. So we do So what I can do now is, so this should be like dot compare. Although I'll probably replace, actually I've got a better idea. Because what I could do is put you here. And now I can make like a, so we do like here, we do if n I, well no, I need to get what it originally was. So this is southeast. We'll do the south ones first. That's fairly simple. South, southeast, southwest, northeast, north, northwest, and then I do if n index I equals s. Oh yeah, I don't have a south. I need to actually slightly remake those. That's annoying. Yeah, so it just changes them ever so slightly. But I just need to make sure that I do that proper. Yeah. There we go. There's no, yeah, exactly, you're right, there is no south. There is no south, there's just a north and a north. So, there is a southeast though, so that's fine. So this is fine, I just need to change these two, because I think the values in here will stay the same. So if you go southeast, which is southeast, you go x plus 1 and y minus 1. X plus 1, y minus 1, so that's all fine. So I think these will all remain the same. South is gone. Your way of doing it is bound to contain errors, is it? Shame I have to go. It should be fine. So this should be east, and this should be west. We'll need to change those later. I'll do the, so we can. There's one thing I'm of course noting. So here, because I checked 2 characters, I need to do I++ as well. And then we need to do northeast. This is a kind of annoying way to parse it, but I guess some people just use rejects here, which will work as well. So then we do northwest. I'll go over these to change them proper once I'm done. I think I might not even have to change these values. So east. There we go. Wait, no, we don't have an east, right? We have a... No, we have an east and a west. Yeah, and I'm looking at the right day. East and a west. So east is x plus y minus. Yeah, so this is what? Well, going over these values shouldn't be too difficult. I'll do the check first. That's there. I'm going to do the check for west as well. So the good thing here is you can like sanity check your values at the end, because they always need to sum to 0, which basically means that one of the values can be represented by adding up the other values times minus 1, which is, you know, allows for a nice little sanity check. Let's see. So southeast. Southeast. East is y minus z plus. We don't actually care about we don't have to care about this representation itself. What I'm going to do in the end is just put the x and y, just two of them, into a... I'm going to do a sanity check, see if it's right. If I didn't, then I know it's something fucked up. And then I will just put it into a dictionary or a map, and then I can do a lookup to see if I need to flip it or not. So for east, we do x plus y minus. Yeah, so we flipped some of these around. That's why it's a bit weird. So southwest is x minus... No. That's x minus z plus. X minus z plus. Northeast is x plus z minus. They're in opposite directions, so that makes sense. And so here it should also be the opposite way around. So for west, northeast, southwest, x goes minus and y goes plus. Yeah, that seems alright. And northwest is z minus and y plus. Z minus and y plus. And check north and southeast very quickly, which is y minus and z plus. Yeah, that seems all correct. So now we've done one string. So now I do a sanity check, and I do if x plus y plus, sorry, z plus x plus, does not equal 0. Count. Just do a. Oh, you know if something's wrong. Also, this music is kind of becoming discordant. I don't like it. Where's the other one? I know there was a better, slightly better one that I could have used. There we go. Only Hamster was here to complain. So now what I can do is I can have a map of tile. So we have a map, unordered map of a pair of ints, ints, and it has a boolean if it's black or not. Tiles. And then what I can do is I can simply put in unordered. It can complain form, of course you can. So I need to do a lookup. So what I can do is, let's have a pair position equals x comma y. So the thing is, if you imagine two lines going through here like this, I actually can see it here. So this is an x, y, a q, and r representation of a grid as well. So you can see it's actually just a 2D grid that has every other row offset. Surely can take the copyright strike and play it all I want from Christmas on repeat. Let me check my email. I have never gotten a DMCA email yet, and that's really strange because I've played a metric fuck ton of copyrighted music. Would be really funny if it landed in my spam box. Nope. Literally nothing. I used to get a lot of them from whenever when I used to upload to YouTube. I used to get a lot from Nintendo. I actually want to see if there's a script online where I can match my VODs to the original titles of the stream, and then just go through them all semi-manually and upload them to YouTube. If I'm sure there's a tool like that out there, and otherwise I'll write my own, because I know you can do it. I have this site that has all the streams archived with their titles, so I can just kind of go over that and see if the date matches, and then do some manual matching there. Because sometimes I streamed like different games in the same stream. And I see, here we go. So we go if. Tiles dot find pos as equals tiles dot end. Then we assume they're all black, so we do tiles pos equals so let's say true, false for white, true for black. Else. So now we know it's already in there, so we need to do tiles, so we flip it. So we need to do pos which equals, if tiles pos is true, then we do false or true. So it basically says to flip the value. And then we're done. And so then at the end, I do int answer equals 0. I do for pair ew, int comma int comma bool p in tiles if p dot second answer plus plus count answer and all. There we go. 10 tiles are flipped once and 5 more are flipped back. Total of 10 tiles are black. So what I can do here is to actually do a count of the position and then what it was after. So we do count pos dot first, pos dot second. There we go. Debug mode. And this should work. This is a fairly simple problem, especially if you have this code already, which I assume they will have. What is the issue? Is it because there's no hash for that? Let's see. We did write that before. Was it here? No, it wasn't like day 12? You need a very simple hash for this, so I'm not gonna... It's gonna be very easy to just write it again if I find it. Where is it? Here we go, struct key hash. And it's gonna be a pair. Just that's literally all. And then I can just add a key hash here. And since we know it's a pair, I literally just do this. What's a key hash? It's the way you hash a key. Let's do k dot first and k dot second. Like, CPP, what's a hash? Oh, come on, you know that. Now you're just jiving with me. What a guy. There we go. So the end answer is wrong. We don't get an incorrectly calculated position. I really don't. A hash is a way to represent, is where you represent any object with a unique value. So what I do here is well, first of all, duh, because that'll have so many collisions. And still wrong, but slightly better. Basically what I do here is, for an unordered map, what it does is it stores the values in bins. In bins. So it basically says, okay, I want to pass this to a function, my key hash function, and I want to get a unique value for every key you might have, because you want your keys to be unique. And basically, I wrote this special hasher, or well, wrote this, I copied it mostly. That basically you give it the pair, which is the position, and it then does this math on it, which basically ensures that the operation you do makes it unique. So there's no two different pairs of like first and second value, x and y, that will give you the same result. And this makes sure that I can put any position in here, and it does have a unique, whatchamacallit, unique output. So they're always sorted properly, and that will also allow me to use an unordered map, which has extremely fast lookup. I think if I use a normal map, I don't have to. Yeah, this is basically to make it unique. This is what Boost uses in its hashing algorithm for multiple values. I didn't write this myself. It just makes sure that, say I put in 0, 0, and I put 0, 1. The result isn't 1 different. Like there's no... The distance in values isn't 1. It's much, much more than that. I'm stupid for bitwise. I mean, this is just a number. This is just a hexadecimal number. And this is just bit shifting, which is just multiplication and division. Basically what it does is just make sure that the numbers get scrambled. So, where did I make a mistake? If it equals the end, position equals true. They don't really have... Oh, actually here, I could check with these. Yeah, minus, so that seems to work proper. What are you checking again? What do you mean, what am I checking again? And this should be 0, 0. See, there's an error. Against, what do you mean against? Ah, this is wrong. Oh no, northwest, that's right. So why are you... That makes no sense. I did do an I++ there. Well, that's wrong, first of all. Southeast, east, southwest, northeast, west, northwest. There we go. Now it works. You meant for here, this is just a string and an index into that string. And the answer is 10, as we expected. Time for Game of Life. The tile floor in the lobby is meant to be a living art exhibit. Each day they're flipped according to this. Yay, Game of Life. Fucking Game of Life, man. Why? Okay, so this works. We don't need the distance. We don't need to count it. Just 100. It's gonna be fairly easy, and I assume these positions, they aren't outlandish. And the thing is, I've written a fairly good map-based implementation already, so it should be fine. Do the day. Don't need you anymore. What do we need? Let's do it just on the input, because I'll probably return it. So we'll do a time. Literally give me this. There we go. Void do better than a void D-Day, am I? Should have made that joke when Pass was here, but unfortunately he's probably fast asleep. Let's see, any black tile with 0 or more than 2 black tiles immediately adjacent to it are flipped to a white. So the adjacency is fairly simple here. It is, so we're also going to be checking X and Y. So the adjacency is -1 + 1. 0 -1, 0 minus, and then a +1 and -1 in either position, or a +1 and a -1 in both positions. So I could make a very quick, so there's 6 neighbors, so I can do very simple int Shouldn't you just work like this? Yeah, there we go. So now I can just kind of, I'm just gonna put this on the other monitor real quick. So let's start, west. So that's -1, +1. Then we'll go to northwest, which is 0, 1. Then we'll go to northeast, which is 1, 0. Then we'll go to east, which is +1, -1. Then we go to southeast, which is 0, -1. And the last one is -1, 0. They have the exact same length. So -1, 1, and we have -1, 1. We have 1, 0, we have 0, 1. And we have one, yeah, so we have all 6 combinations there, which is kind of what we care about. So and then any black tile with 0 more. Oh yeah, I have to do that again. So I have to make a neighbor one. So I'm gonna be doing a sparse one here, which is extremely fast, and that's great. Which day was it again that did the same though? Because I could probably just copy from that. What was that day? Do you remember, Aftish? Or did you have to, you have to go, right? Yeah, there's Smokey. Which day was it again that did that? It was the one with the Conway cubes. Ah, there we go, Conway cube, so 17. Oh, hey ho, I did the exact same thing here. No surprise. So, this is what I did. No, it wasn't day 26, I can tell you that. So I need these for sure. Surprise, surprise, it's very the same, but instead of a tuple, we have this pair. So this basically checks how many neighbors there are. And this code goes over all the different dimensions. It'll be slightly different here. But here what I do is so yeah, this, if the value doesn't exist, it already puts it in there. It's great. This is really, really neat. So what I do now is we have for this, where was it? Did I do it again? Yeah, so for this, tile in tiles. So for each tile, now we have in pair first is we have an X and Y. I need to go over all the adjacents. So we do for int I equals 0. I is less than 6 in this case, I plus plus. And then we do what we had there. So we do neighbor fill of a position. And in this case, it'll be tile.first.first. Oh. Comma, tile.first.second plus some value plus plus. And we can do plus. So we had xy, so nay x, I. There we go. And this is XY, right? Yeah, XY. And this will now give me all the neighbor values. And now what I do is I can do what I do here. So here you go, you have this pair of whatever value we have. We have a tile in tiles. So we don't care about white tiles in this step, but I probably could. Actually, let's see. Any white tile with exactly 2 black tiles. Oh yeah, we don't care. So because we will do all the white tiles that should flip black in the next step. So basically do if nay fill p dot first. So p dot first is our position, but it's tile, of course. Whoopsie. Is either 2 or 3, then we would, set it to true. However, we don't have 2 or 3. Any black tile that is 0 or more than 2 black tiles. So we do equals 0 or above 2. Any black tile with 0 or more is immediately flipped to white. So basically, if it's black, if it's... Yeah, so... Sorry, we're now currently looking at black. With 0 or more than 2 black tile immediately adjacent is flipped to white. Yeah. Else... Wait, 0 or more than 2, which means it's literally, if it's 1 or 2, make it true. Yeah, so if you're black, you will only stay black if you have 1 or 2 neighbors. If you have more than 2, you'll become white or 0. And here we do the same thing for a white tile. So here we do, for these tiles in neighbor fill, and this will be an int, actually. It's not an... So any white tile with exactly 2 adjacent to it is immediately flipped to black. So if it doesn't equal 2, can do it. So what I then do is this, basically. So let me just step through this so I know I'm doing it correctly. So any white tile. So we're checking all my pairs. And a new. Yeah, I see. So this bit was actually here that. If it was already in there, yeah. So now we're going through everything that has 2 neighbors, and if it's black, it stays black. Actually, that's good to know. So if it has 2 black tiles adjacent, it will always become black. If it's already black, it will stay black. If it's white, it will become black. So we don't even need to do this. So we now know, hey, if it doesn't equal 2, continue, and then we just set the tile to true. And then we return new dim. And the reason for that is that I really prefer... Yeah, I could probably make this into a... Yeah, what we can do using map equals this. And now I can replace all these instances with the word map. Not the ones that have the bool there, so... Wait, no. Just the ones that have the bool there. Whoopsie, there we go. Yeah. And And then usually what I can do is do like a pair. Using pair equals pair in. And now I can replace any occurrences of pair int bool bool, like here, with pair. Not here, because here we're going through neighbor fill. Can do the same here. There we go. So this is to do an iteration. So here we go. The number of black tile facing up in the given number of day of past is as follows. So we'll go back to our test input. Because if you want to be fast, you can just not do that, but I don't want to. So this will tell us our answer, which is, you know, day 1 is 15. So day 0 is, so we can do count. Day 0. And then we do map results equals do day of tiles. Actually, just do tiles equals this. And then we do this again. Yeah, oops, and then we just do for int I equals 0, I is less than, just do 10, I plus plus. And then we just do this as well. We're off by once. Should be fine. I mean, we're gonna see it right now, so. What happens? What's wrong here? Cannot confirm from int. Oh, did I mark you as int? No. What? Oh. Jesus, Griffin's fucking C++ errors, man. Where's that null pointer? Ah, yeah. Let's see what results. I think that might be the, there we go. Oh, yeah. Just making sure the day is actually correct. Oh. 10, 15, 12, 25, 35. You see, that's wrong. Interesting. That worked fine the first time we did it. Tough luck. Yeah, that's annoying. Let's see. So we check all 6 neighbors. Man, I really need to go, but I'm too interesting right now. Why am I watching this? Yeah. Everyone is always asking themselves that. Let's see. So it is weird that it does the same. I have a slight idea to do, because I'm not sure it's actually doing... So let's just do this reassigning here immediately. And this calculates the amount of black tiles, right? Black tiles that are facing up, yeah. I want to do it quickly before and after. So this answer should be the same. What? Is it not? What? Oh, yeah. That's why. Guess I'm stupid. There we go. 10, 15, 15, 22, 22. Yeah, so that gets done properly. This was literally just a test if the assigning went right. So it should be like 15, 12, right? Yeah. So that leads me to think it's not exactly... New dim tile first. So let's see. So first we do the neighbor fill, right? So we do neighbor fill of tile first, dot first, and first, dot seconds. So we do... Oh, yeah. That's the error. Do you? If this fixes it, then we're done. It fixes it. Yeah, we're done. Actually, sanity check, do 100 days, but then I'm done. $2208. Yeah, we're this might take a while, but he says it's really not taking all that long. 4135. And there we go. Under an hour. Ah, feels good, man. I really hope if Athos actually left, that would be great. Anyway, this is a fairly simple day. Yeah, it's really not that difficult. Day 0 is like part 1. Day 0 and day 100 is answer 1. What are you complaining? Oh yeah, I just want to make sure I can do both the counting here so I can actually do this quick timing. There we go. I'm gonna guess it'll take like half a second. It was way less than that. 479 was correct for part 1, right? Yeah. So we just add some quick timing code. You really didn't want to see the final time of this. It was like 2 hours. Fucking like 2.5 hours. Starting it during... So there is no logic here. No, actually there is already logic here. I missed all of AOC by having a 1-2-1. What the hell's a 1-2-1? But yes, you did. I'm done. Just adding some timing code now to see how long it took. Oh, a 1-2-1. Oh, it's in a meeting. Yeah, I see. $152 milliseconds. Not great. Could be better. Could be far better. Make sure to check Hamster's code. How different is your solution from mine? Probably very similar. I basically did what I did on day 17 with the Conway cubes. It's literally the same, my code, basically. It's have a sparse matrix. I'll check your code. Sure. This is extremely, like, this for a day 24 feels really weird. Like, being done, if you would have told me before the start that I would have been done on day 24 in an hour, I would have called you insane. Like, nah. Surely it'll be more than that, right? I have to shade your solution. So first of all, you have a total of 4 lines of white space. It's better than before, I have to say that. I mean, fuck your... I mean, we hated yours before because you had 4 loops and 4 loops. This else block is fine. I mean, I have the same, just slightly different. Oh, you pop it if it's where. That works as well. I just flip it if it's already in there. I hate what you hate this. I mean, this kind of input parsing is gonna be ass. What do you do? Why are you feeling so superior here? Oh, look at Mr. using a dictionary. Yes, 2D grid. We are all using 2D grids. So do I. Having a third variable doesn't mean you're using multiple dimensions. No, we use the same source, which is Red Blob Games, for some hexagonal grid stuff, because it's fairly useful as a reference. Part 2 Game of Life, we hadn't had enough. No, this is pretty smart. Just return the neighbors there. Because, tile... But what is your storage? Tiles, right? But where do you index here in tiles? Oh, it just returns... Oh, no. It returns a list of the neighbors, not exactly the values. I would have gold if I didn't... If I didn't have not in instead of in. Oh, really? Oof. Oh, you had... Ah, I see. If it's in tiles, you append it. Yeah. I mean... Extremely poor metric I'm gonna be using here. But let's go to the leaderboard. Private leaderboard, view. Day 24. Yeah, see, my delta was the lowest. Oh, and adjacency. Yeah. I mean, I just wake up way later than you guys. Part 2 took me very little time. Adjacency grid. So, Hamster, you're using an XYZ as well, right? So that's the same thing that I did, kind of. But wait, why do you have a Z value? What is your Z value? M2. Input grid. For iron tiles. What? What is grid? Grid is a dictionary. I have 2 variants for part 2. What do you hate less? I mean, between this one, which is just for day and range, new pattern, neighbor tiles for, yeah, get the neighbors, and some if it's in there and else don't. New pattern is this, or, yeah. Yeah, I see the oh, you're right. I thought it was just a screenshot of your new one. For tile in or set chain. I don't know what chain does though. That's my issue. You make a set out of the keys, and you OR it with if tiles. So you OR is a difference? No, where's the union, right? Fuck me, what was the pipe? Yeah, so it's a union. So it's a union of all the tiles you already have and the neighbors. Why do you have Z? There are 3 axes. No, there's not. There's only 2. Z is a dummy one. X, because it's a 2D grid, you will only need 2 variables to represent any position, which means that one of the 3 variables is a dummy. Check again. Why do you use Z for? Z shouldn't be needed. Because you have 2 chords here. Yes, but I have 3. Yes, I know. I just ignore my 3rd. I make 3 as well here, X, Z, Y. But I just ignore it. I could literally delete the Z coordinate here, and nothing would happen. Still give me the right answer. Anyway, sorry, let me take a look at your code. I'm getting sidetracked here. But I don't know why you set these to true. Oh, that's just all your all the tiles you have you set to true. So you just copy the tiles into the grid. Okay, fair enough. X, Y for M. So you get all the X coordinates, all the Y coordinates, and all the Z coordinates. But I2... But you never... Ah, yeah, so you do that as well. That's the same thing I had before. X in range, min to max, min to max, min to max. Wait, what? What the fuck is wrong with you? You basically throw in literally all your variables and you just check if they're correct, which it is if x plus c plus y is 0. The fuck is wrong with you, hamster? Jesus Christ, this is like the worst way anyone... This is like if you're actively searching for the worst code to write. Jesus Christ. You iterate over all possible combinations. Why? Why would you do that? I mean, okay, I know why. I know what you're doing here. You're basically doing XY search, but you don't need this variable. Like, literally, you could remove these 2 checks and you'd be done. Literally, remove these 2 and your code will work, because the Z variable isn't needed. It gets so... It takes 3 minutes! Jesus Christ, even in Python this shouldn't take more than a second. I'm sorry, hamster, but it's just kind of sad, not gonna lie. Jesus Christ. No wonder I was faster than you if you wrote this kind of garbage. Sure, Aftish, but it's Python. So okay, 1 second doesn't matter. Same order of magnitude, but 3 minutes? That's 180 seconds. That's 2 orders of magnitude higher. It was fast. I fixed my day 17 and I was faster than you. And I made it not shit. But I didn't check, maybe it was 1.5 minutes. It's too long, man. It's just too long. And then you do the same here. Oh my god. No, you don't do that, because then you found a tile, and then you do the neighboring stuff, and then you just do the checks here. This is truly awful. I was working at the same time I can't into programming. What a guy. I like this solution, it's kind of neat. And new pattern tile equals if it's 2 or tile and tiles and tile, and so if it's in the or, tile is already there, it's true, and neighbors is 1. Wait, neighbors is 1? Shouldn't neighbors be 2? Aftish? Do you count that differently? Any black with 0? See first or... Oh, yeah, you're right, sorry. Neighbors is 2. Yeah, same thing I do. sort of. I don't check them in one go because I iterate over tiles and neighbor fill. I guess I could unify them, but yeah, I mean, that's what you do. Literally the same that you do. You just unify the two ones, but that's a little bit more difficult here because they're not the same data type. Well, I could get the positions, but I'm not sure how they even return that. And I would still have to do a find, because this, I don't know how fast this is, but this is probably what makes it slow. Because I don't have to do that, ever. The only place to do that is here, and even that is super fast, because it's an 01 operation. Which is why unordered maps are so nice. Because it's all 01. One day someone getting... I'm getting pretty close here, good grief. Preferably not me. I have a feeling it will be you. This could be slightly better. But because the combinations are... These are all the combinations I need. So in theory I could do... -1, 0, 1. But you don't combine 1, 1, for example. So that's why this is better. Because if you got two variables that can each have 3 values, you're gonna get more than this. It was a fun problem, but like day 15, not... Yeah, exactly, it's way too easy. There was no reason for me to be done in an hour while streaming. There's just no reason for that. Well, I have a feeling he just really wanted easier days. Let me check the stats. Oh look, 3,000 people haven't solved day 23 still, which is still more than day 10. Holy crap, 10,000 people. What was they? Was it bags? No, adapter array. But day 2 wasn't very difficult there. Well, I guess it was one of those days that was really, you need to see the way to fix this and then you can do it. I needed one line of help there as well, one explanation line. Day 25 is always... here, let me show you day 25 of last year, and you'll get an idea there. One hint. Okay, this is pretty funny. This will tell you that there's 1,000 people who did this day but didn't do all the other days. Let's start just for tile and tile, yeah. Here, let me go to day 25. Day 25... Ah, it takes the one from last year. Fine. 2019. Yeah, exactly. But part 2 is always... please supply measurements for 49 stars. It's literally... Part 2 is always literally... if you like, you can align the OneDrive again. Yeah, so part 2 is always just get 49 stars, and part 1 is usually a fun puzzle. I don't remember the one from 2018 though, but this one was the pretty fun. This was a pretty fun one with the map thing, the labyrinth and encode. 4-dimensional adventure. Oh, this was the constellation one. I remember was it after you had a bit of trouble with this here? Hey there, Owen. You were right at the tail end. Oh, is this not the one you had? Oh, okay, so this one was easy. Oh yeah, this one's very easy. I remember this one. Literally, 2 points are in the same constellation. Their Manhattan distance apart is no more than 3. So literally, start with 1, do a greedy consumption for everything in that chain, remove it, and then start over. This is very, very easy. My Christmas Eve is going well. I just finished Advent of Code. I'll be picked up in a few hours, and we're gonna go to my parents to have dinner there. Or celebrate Christmas, I guess. Yeah, this one's very easy. A few hours of KOTOR, you say? I don't think I'll be streaming KOTOR now. If I stream anything, it might be... don't even know what I would stream. But yeah, here we go. Alright, that's fun. Yeah, I think I saw a few of them already. Take a look at the solutions as well, see if we find anything particularly disgusting. Let's go back to 2020, 24. What? Sure. Yeah, this sounds about right. You already need to get to bed. Children will be up in like 5 hours. Good night, Strudel. Go to bed. Oh my god. That is disgusting. This is truly disgusting. Just... I hate it so much. I'll take a look at that. Yeah, so this one expands very slowly. I remember the Conway Cubes one expanding pretty linearly as well. I think this one doesn't do that, no. This is a nice quick one to render though. It's neat. Android? Oh god. Beautiful. Alright, what does the survey say? Hey. Let's see, when, if at all, did you participate? Yeah, so 2015, this doesn't really surprise me at all. Because 2015 was not very popular, and so the in December part grows to like, huh, I wonder why this is so high. It's almost as if the survey was posted in December, so I assume these are the other parts, and there are people who say, hey, I'm not going to participate, or didn't yet, or I'll do it later. I would really like to do the other finished 2017, 2016, and 2015 as well, but I'm not in a hurry. And yeah, of course, did not participate goes lower as more people joined. No surprising. And let's see. For fun, for a challenge to improve skills. I think I did for all of 3 basically. Although this one wasn't really true this year. It wasn't really okay. A few days were challenging. But a few days were challenging, but not like last year. Not like last year where I'd like spent 8. So like the challenges this year were almost all within finding an algorithm to work. I mean, for example, my code to fix the card shuffling game was literally 1 line. Whereas last year or the year before, I remember having to write like A* implementations and then like build almost an engine for combat to occur in with one of those days. That was a fuck ton of work. 4th option for me. Oh, for Santa, really? For Santa? Learn new language is 1 for me as well, because I learned C++, well, partially here. Forced to participate. Elfers, yeah, it was really nice Afdish. But it was also a lot of writing, because I remember, because the moment you implement A* there, you have to then do target deciding, for example, because it was like, there were some rules there to decide what targets you had. I really liked that day, because it was something I was like, hey, this is pretty neat to work on, I don't mind doing this, but it was still a lot of work. Yeah, A-star, multiple units, and health. Exactly. It was neat. I liked it a lot because I did a lot of class writing for that. I don't remember the day it was, but I remember writing very proper data structures for that. To write, hey, you know, keep track of all the values proper, etc. And that was neat. I liked that a lot. This year was a lot less of that. I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy this year, but I would have enjoyed a few more of those. Just like ones that I could say, okay, you know what, I can't do this in a day. I'll do it later. I liked the one with orbiting last year. Which one was that? I liked a lot of puzzles last year. Fucking copies in Python, man, is so ass. I really dislike that it's not clear what you're actually copying. And you have to basically deep copy everything. But that's what you get with classes. Class copies are always... let's say they're poorly defined if you just do it. 12, I think? What are the non-encode days? The n-body problem. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Oh, God. So this one was easy. But this one was fun. If it exactly match your previous point in space. How did I do this one? Ding dong ding dun 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 dun. Do, 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 do. 20. I need to go to my repositories. How do I do that again? Here, repos. How did I do that proper? Oh yeah, I used NP array, that worked pretty well. Find period. Ah. Yeah, it was least common multiple. That's what I did. That's what it was. So I did for every single position you did yeah. That sounds familiar. What would I use least common multiples of here? Huh. Don't know. Might it be something to do with the bus? Yeah, the solution here was to take every single axis and then basically see when it in its own returns, and then you just take the least common multiple, which is actually not guaranteed to produce the right answer, because no wait, sorry, it is. Sorry, my bad. Just multiplying them together is not guaranteed to be the least common multiple, but the function does it for you, so. It's fairly easy to do. What you do is just multiply the three together and then check if they cleanly divide with something that is not a factor of these. It's not that difficult. Anyway, yeah, this is the way you do that, just the least common multiple stuff. Anyway, we're here, damn it. Let's see. Yeah, I learned code as a resume, which is not a bad thing. I do it as well. I put it on my resume for when I applied to the coding thing for my internship. I'm one of the beta testers. I want to save my vacation. And beta testing stuff is really fun. Not doing anything else. Can I remove the filters? Did I just filter it? Stop filtering. Yeah, of course you participated there, you damn beta tester. Oh, there we go. Click it again. That's neat, though. So VS Code is the most used. Python is the most used. It really doesn't surprise me. What else do we have? VS Code for anyone really, because you can use a lot of languages. This is for everyone using Java. Huh, wait, what? 7%, but... Wait, huh, I didn't even know you could use other stuff in IntelliJ. VS Code is all over the place, yeah. Vim is another one. These are general editors. PyCharm is... I'm not sure I believe these people, but hey, Visual Studio is probably C, all the C languages, yeah. I know you can do this probably, but why? Emacs, Sublime Text, Jupyter. Jupyter? Why would you do this in Jupyter? Yeah, of course, that's all Python. Python and VS. Yeah, I can't imagine why. Just download PyCharm then. It's way better. I mean, I use that as well. Ideas products are pretty good for that. IntelliJ and PyCharm are both like to use. Gee, I wonder what Python 2. Because nothing supports Python 2 anymore. What is this block here? One guy. Yuck. Lex. M4, Zig, Vim. Oh yeah, one guy used the language of Vim. Visual Basic, Wolfram, SQL. Ugh. Prolog, assembly. Oh, yeah, I think a few people did it in assembly. Perl, MATLAB, Scheme, Blank. Fucking MATLAB. Jesus Christ. J, Crystal, PowerShell, Luav, Sharp, Bash, Nim, Lisp, Swift, and Excel. Actually, quite a few people did it in Excel, it seems. That's more than I would have expected. I just Notepad++ is your IDE instead of actually using Excel. I guess these people generated Excel. I guess these people used Excel. So I didn't know like these to write Excel stuff like CVS and then run it in Excel. So Mac people use a lot of C#. Sorry, Windows people use more C#, which doesn't surprise me. Linux, Python and Rust quite a bit, and Vim and VS Code, not a surprise there either. Mac OS, pretty decent slice, I think. Barely changes. Yeah, make these a bit bigger. A lot of Python and JavaScript. Ugh. And the other? Yeah, it seems like they used a lot of blank, so they probably didn't fill in anything, or they used some weird stuff. Yeah, Mother Toad, Modula 2. Yeah, these are the weirdos of the world. Yeah, so if you look at blank, like a lot of, it's all blank, 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 blank. They literally just filled in that they didn't participate at all. Oh yeah, that makes sense actually. That they wouldn't use anything then. So I can click on the yeah, did not participate. It's all 8s. It's only 8 responses. I wonder when no one did it in SAS. What a surprise. Number of private leaderboards. Yeah, most people are in 1 or 0. Did many do AOC in dialogue? Yeah, it was a small amount of people. So maybe like 10 or 20. I could actually, if I can find it again. It's like here. Was one of the slightly more common used ones. I did see it. Yeah, APL, and then I think dialogue was separate as well. Well, I hate HTML. Yeah, it seems to be like a few dozen people. Yeah, they use probably I think there's an internet-based IDE. Oh, we can see it behind chat. Oh, sorry. I mean, look, it's like 0.13%. I'll put it up here. No good space at the moment. Sorry. Yeah, there's very few people who did it in there. If you look at the 1 star, yeah, of course he gets them all before. They should participate in year, yes, before December in year. Perl, Vim, Linux, no, that would be cheating. Are you active? All of them. Isn't all of the private leaderboards. Not interested in, no. I think I answered not interested because it's like, it's on one hand my time zone is problematic, on the other hand I'm not a competitive programmer. Like, even when the days I try to be fast, so it took me like half an hour to get part 1, and that gave me like 1,000th place. So let's see, too stressful. Yes, I might get points. I will likely get points. So these are like the actual competent people. No, because of my language of choice. Also because I'm not sure how it's possible to solve some of these questions in only 3 to 4 minutes. I suspect something odd is going on. No, they're just really, really fast. There's a guy who posts videos on him solving the entire day in like 15 minutes. Because he has everything ready-made. Like this day, they have Game of Life libraries in there, and you just pass it your array and a bunch of rules, and it just does it for you. Don't have the skills, don't know yet, gotta get to 6 AM to join, yeah. And this we saw already. Participation reasons. Why I guess it was reposted here. Well, that's kinda neat. Yeah, so the people who play for leaderboards, Linus and Max, really doesn't surprise me. And those, yeah, that really, really doesn't surprise me. Huh, interesting that a learn new language are a lot of Linux users. Yeah, this looks a pretty interesting one. So in normal competitive programming, you care about runtime speed and not about time to get the solution. It's also why you can use any language, because the good solution on any language should not last more than a minute. Some kinds are more Python friendly. Google Code Jam can typically be solved in Python under the time limits. Yeah. I think Hamster participated in ICPC contests a bit. But yeah, I mean, not my... I'd say there is a solution, not that my solution worked. My fucking solution yesterday took, what, 2.5 hours? A minute? 2 seconds is the typical time of competitive program. Well, he's talking about other... he's talking about other ones like the Google Code Jam. But yes, I mean, my solution here, which is poorly written, runs in about 150 milliseconds, whereas the Python solution runs in about 2 seconds. And that's with that is with After's doing basically the same that I do, but of course, things I write it out a lot more, which is always faster if you're not adding checks. Code Forces is also 2 seconds, I think. Maybe I really wouldn't know. I never did anything like that, as you might guess. Yeah, I mean, my solution is fairly simple. You can always watch the VOD, but it was basically... Part 1 is very simple. I copied it from 2017. And I copied the Game of Life from this year, from the Conway Cubes. It's fairly easy. Yeah, go over every tile, fill the neighbors. If it's 1 or 2, then it's true, and then if you are already true, and title that's second is 2, so that is not equal to. If there's anything other than 2 neighbors, you become turned off. So fairly simple. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. I think I'm gonna take the stream down. I've put about 2 hours left. If I stream anything, it'll be a short one, so don't expect anything. Haven't seen any fun. Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. Oh, I can take a look at that. I always do that. Oh, you, as in, we haven't seen any, or you haven't seen any? As in, there aren't any at all. This guy. Yeah, I have a feeling every single solution today is going to be fairly naive, or just use a library. I really can't imagine anything else. It's pretty neat. You can do something like this so condensed. Well, yeah. To write items on my tick iteration. Yeah, it's all fairly similar. Adjacency, it's what I had, sort of. Yeah, hey, everyone, my look goes back to this one. It's great. Hey, 2017 day 11. That's exactly what I got it for as well. Yeah. It's a lot of it's a lot of fairly similar stuff, so I don't think there's anything interesting here. I was wondering how you do stuff like this here in dialogue, but I guess everyone remembering how they solved 2017 day 11. Tomorrow Crab challenges you to end to the end dimensional game of life and death in Texas. I just sprinkle in some crime and punishment in there proper. Yeah, the people did complex numbers as well. The solution where they just like put in complex numbers was truly disgusting. One thing I want to check before I sign off here is our leaderboard for this year, which private leaderboards. Yeah, Hamster will take back. Sorry, Hamster will take back the second spot, I'm pretty sure. He should have enough. I don't have enough of a buffer. Because he's gonna get at least, like, unless other people solve like day 19 soon, it's not gonna happen. So yeah, after Mr. I'm gonna wake up at 6 in the morning, beat us all into the pulp. You have your gold though. I have my single gold, and I'm happy about that. The one of the 2 days that I woke up early. Well, actually, sorry, it's here. Wait, why am I above Dennis again? Oh, because I got my silver yesterday. That's why. I got my 1 gold on day 16. The day I actually woke up in time. 16. Here we go. Nitro. 30 minutes. And then I beat Aftersh by a little bit as well. There was the other day. Day 19. Oh yeah, the one where I solved. Actually, oh, everyone was late that day. Yeah, the day you didn't go. There were multiple days I didn't go to bed. The other one was the 11th. How was I not? Was the 12th? No, there was another day that I didn't go to. That I did it in the morning. 19 was rejects hell. Yeah. I didn't go to bed the 19th. That one I know. So now the 19th, no, because time 1 is 4 hours in. This is the time after release, not the time on the clock. I think it was day 10? Yeah, day 10, look. Where Sea Fusion was actually first with part 1, and then part 2 took us all. That was the bus timing one. That was that day. Where Marvin also woke up early, which is why I was still third. The day with the weird ordering, yeah. And day 11 I was third just because I was the first one to wake up after Aftershin Hamster. But yeah, it was pretty fun this year, I have to say. I suspect tomorrow won't take much time. But we shall see. For today, I was of course the only time that matters is the Delta time, and I was of course first there because I'm such an amazing programmer. Who caught up? Oh, Fishlips did a whole bunch of days. Nice. Yeah, he's getting caught up pretty well. He doesn't talk much in the Discord though. He should, so we can mock his solutions some more. I think this was Nyx. Yeah, Nyx here as well. And leaderboard stars actually the slightly more interesting one. Yeah, this is how long it took. So today was fairly short. It's logarithmic, keep in mind. So this was don't remember who this was like finishing it very late. This is Fishlips, I think. Yeah. This is Nyx, and this is Baz? Yeah. That was Baz. You can actually check the one for 2019, and it'll show you that it's like goes way up for someone who solved it very late. Like here. So these were solved in this year. And this is someone who solved them all relatively close to each other. Yeah, anyway. Thank you for watching. See you guys maybe in a little bit. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. Cheers.